each other and living with pride, trying to make a stand. In the motherlode of California with its mountains tall and grand. 7 brothers, bold and strong, living in the promised land. Working hard every day in the blazing sun, on the open land. Dreaming visions at night of the life they planned. 7 brothers, bold and strong, living in the promised land.
Blows good. Evan! Okay?
I think so.
I took a pretty good dive there, didn't I? I'd give it a 7.5.
Oh, no. Easy, easy. We're gonna need a vet.
I'll get Dr. Markel.
All right, Evan, you get Diablo up to the barn. We'll finish up out here.
Easy, boy. Easy. Easy, boy.
Looks to me like a fractured cannon bone. I'll have to get my X-ray machine out of the truck. Take a radiograph.
Hang in there, big fella. You're gonna be all right.
Well, that should do it. Yeah, thanks for it.
How bad is it, Doc?
I can't tell yet, Evan. I'm pretty sure it's a fracture, but I won't know how bad until I get these radiographs developed.
Well, when will that be?
As soon as I get back to my office. I'm going to give him a painkiller and put a support wrap on him. And make sure you keep him as quiet as you can.
How's it look?
Could be a fracture.
Oh.
It's just a hairline fracture. All they have to do is put a cast on him, keep him in his stall for a couple of weeks, and he should be okay.
Hope it's that simple.
Me too.
Does Evan know that Diablo could...
Evan's lived up here his whole life. He knows how these things can go.
Adam, the doc's here.
What do you got for us, Doc?
No sense beating around the bush. Diablo's got a pretty serious break. I don't think we can do anything for him.
What do you mean? You have to do something.
It's a multiple fracture with bone chips all around the crack. Even if we did cast it, Evan, we could keep his weight off the leg for 6 weeks. Just wouldn't heal right. He'll never be able to run on it.
I don't care, Doc. I just want him to live.
Doc, there's got to be something we can do. Surgery, maybe?
For an operation like that, you need a really top surgeon.
Do you know one?
The chief surgeon over at Bear Valley, Dr. McGraw, is one of the best. I can call him.
Let's do that.
But just don't expect the impossible. Here, I'll leave the x-rays for Dr. McGraw. Good luck.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
It's gonna be all right.
You know, whatever the surgeon says, you're going to have to live with it. Hmm? Things don't work out, we're all going to have to help Evan through this.
You know we will. I just can't believe it.
I know. We're all gonna need help if they have to put Diablo down.
If I had a colt, I'd make it the most wonderful horse in the world. I'd keep him with me all the time, eating and sleeping, just the way the Arabs do. I'd train him.
What are you doing?
I'm reading to him.
What?
My friend Flicka. I like somebody to read to me when I'm sick, so I thought Diablo might like it. It's about a horse, and he's really listening.
Well, it does seem to be keeping him quiet. It was a good idea. Thanks.
Guthrie!
Hi.
Mr. McFadden, I'm Dr. McGraw.
You're the chief surgeon.
I guess you were expecting my uncle. He's at a seminar back east, and I thought somebody better have a look at your horse. Seen the barn?
Yeah, he's been waiting for you.
Are you really a vet?
Do I look like one? Dr. Markle seems to think this is a pretty special horse.
He is.
What kind of fall did he take?
He stepped in a gopher hole while we were galloping.
Listen, I want the rest of you stay up here while I examine him. I'm gonna need your help. You had any trouble keeping him quiet?
A little. He's pretty high-spirited. Hates to be cooped up.
Yeah, I know how he feels.
Yeah, me too. Well, what do you think?
Let me have a look at the x-ray. I could use a viewing screen, but, problem's pretty clear. See that? It's a spiral fracture. And those are carpal chips. They'd have to come out. Who makes the decision whether the horse undergoes surgery or not?
Well, Adam does, but you think you can help him?
Well, I think so. We can give it a try.
She can help Diablo. She can help him.
Hey, now, wait a minute. I said I think.
Is that true? You can fix him up?
Well, there is an operation.
Hey, that's great.
Well, now, wait a minute. You better hear me out first. My uncle, he's done it several times, and he is the best at it, but he isn't going to be back for another couple of weeks. And it's too much of a risk to wait on a surgery like this.
Well, what should we do?
Well, I'm not my uncle, but I have done the surgery once. And I've watched it half a dozen times, so you just have to trust that I know what I'm doing.
What would you do if it was your horse?
I'd trust me.
Well, how dangerous is it?
Well, there's always some risk when you put an animal under, but the real problem with a high-spirited horse is that he could blow up when he comes out of the anesthesia.
Blow up?
When they come to, they get confused. And if a horse panics, he could re-injure himself, and then he might have to be put down.
But that's the only choice we have, right?
Right. And I'm going to have to be upfront with you about something else. The cost. That's why they usually save this sort of surgery for show horses and thoroughbreds.
Well, I guess we'll just have to find a way to pay for it.
I won't charge you for the surgeon's fees. I mean, the experience alone is more important to me than the money. And, we can bring Diablo back here in a day or two. I have a feeling he's going to feel a lot better getting well around his family anyway.
Thank you, Doctor. Let's go for it.
We'll leave the doors open so you can watch from here, but you're going to want to wear these because the room is still.
36, respiration 8. He's looking good.
I just can't think of him lying there on that table. I see him running across fields, no limp at all, just alive, and as if nothing ever happened.
Hey, you have to believe, right?